This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, it's going to be a weekend of fun and remembrance in Hazleton. We'll preview Funfest and some 9/11 memorial events next. Happy Friday, friends, and thanks for spending part of it with us. I'm Ken Kara, and let's roll right into your local information from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Well, it's hard to believe that 15 years have passed since the most deadly attacks on American soil. The events of September 11, 2001 are forever ingrained in our minds. This is video taken by SSPTV just weeks after the attacks on the World Trade Center in New York. A total of 2,977 people were killed in the attacks in New York City, Washington, D.C., and outside of Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Each year since the attacks, the Hazleton Fire Department holds a ceremony to remember those lost on that terrible day. Lisa Sugart sat down with Hazleton firefighter Tony Colombo, who, along with his friend Joe Budda, began the tradition. He talked with us about tomorrow's event and why he believes we must never forget.
It's something that's very special to the Hazleton and the area fire department since 9/11. We've been doing it ever since to remember those that were lost that tragic day. And we must remember the two words that Joni always said, never forget. So we're going to continue it this year again, Saturday, September the 10th, 7 p.m., Poplar and Hawthorne Street. We're going to have a prayer service that's going to have a pastor, a rabbi, and a Catholic priest. We're going to have, of course, the national anthem, the gun salute, taps, and a whole nice thing just to remember that day, and so we don't forget those people that lost their lives that day.
And you have a special guest that has come all the years that you've been having this from New York.
Yeah, Vinny Tamino, retired firefighter from New York City, has been here from day one, and he'll be here again in Hazleton, and he looks forward to coming up every year. He could be staying in the city of New York, but he chooses to come to Hazleton because Hazleton's special to him. Since we started this on day out right after the fact, and we're the only other fire department other than the city of New York that has continued it, that has not missed a year.
And there is a beautiful monument outside of Holy Rosary Church. Tell us about the significance of that as well.
The monument out in front of Holy Rosary Church does have a granite marker that's dedicated to the firefighters, the police, the civilians, the EMS workers, everybody that lost their life that day. And in front of that, there's also a piece of steel from the World Trade Center that Vinny Tamino helped us acquire and is dedicated to the victims of 9/11. So it is definitely a nice prayer garden that you can stop and remember that day.
Again, the Hazleton City Fire Department program will be held tomorrow at 7 p.m. at the intersection of South Poplar and Hawthorne Streets near Holy Rosary Church. Everyone is encouraged to attend. And in sports tonight on FYI, we'll tell you about the Patriot Bowl being held this weekend to remember the victims of September 11th. In other news, can a portion of a local school district actually secede from it? A petition is being circulated in Cunningham, Drums, Freeland, and Sugarloaf Township that would call for a split from the current district and the formation of their own. The move comes on the heels of a busing catastrophe and the Department of Education's denial of a request for a 4-day school week during the winter months. As a result of the latest developments, a public meeting will take place at 3 p.m. on Sunday at Freeland Public Park during Freeland's anniversary celebration. Organizers say this is the first of many meetings they hope to hold. You can read much more about the effort underway in today's Standard Speaker and at standardspeaker.com. A 20-year-old man was assaulted last night in the area of 3rd Street and Emerald Court in Hazleton. The victim flagged down police and told them he was struck in the head with a pistol. Officers located the suspect, 23-year-old Jaywan Cooper of Hazleton, after a brief foot pursuit. Police say Cooper was in possession of 9 bags of heroin. They also located a firearm he allegedly discarded. The gun was reported stolen from the Hazleton area. The victim was taken to the hospital. No word on the extent of his injuries. Interstate 80 was shut down for several hours this morning due to a tractor-trailer crash. The crash happened at 11 p.m. last night in Butler Township, not far from the intersection of Interstates 80 and 81. The driver struck a guardrail and flipped the trailer, breaking into several pieces and sending cargo all along the roadway. 200 gallons of diesel fuel spilled from the trailer when it crashed. The driver suffered minor injuries. Well, we've been talking about it for months, and now it is just one day away. Funfest 2016 takes place tomorrow and Sunday in downtown Hazleton. SSPTV is proud to be part of the festivities. This Sunday from noon until 3 p.m. we will have a booth in front of our studios at 109 West Broad Street. We are pleased to announce that SSPTV has partnered with the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders and hometown hero Russ Kanzler. Stop by to meet Russ and for a chance to win Rail Riders prizes. Also join our team and Joe Pecora with his very popular interactive photo gallery known as Photo Positive. Joe will be taking photos with your personal message, and your favorite SSPTV personalities will also be on hand. We'll have much more on Funfest and the big parade a little later in the program. Senior citizens were able to take advantage of a number of free services at a senior expo held yesterday at the Laurel Mall. The event was hosted by State Representative Tara Toohill. Rite Aid provided free flu shots to seniors with proof of insurance. The expo featured more than 70 vendors providing services that range from healthcare to fire safety. In addition, seniors were able to drop off their unused or expired medications to then be disposed of courtesy of Luzerne County's District Attorney's Office. Our new fall season is in full bloom here at SSPTV. Don't miss brand new episodes of your favorite shows. Tonight at 9 p.m. it's The Girls with guest Joe Pecora of Photo Positive. And tonight at 7 and 9:30 p.m. Sam Lassant talks politics and more with local talk show host L.A. Tyrone. You can also catch the show tomorrow at 10 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m., 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. Lisa Sugart hosts Let the People Know, featuring an update on the renovations underway at the Penn State Hazleton campus and a preview of the Community Day celebration taking place on Sunday, October 16th. That airs tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. and 8 p.m. and Sunday at 4:30 p.m. and 11 p.m. On Monday at 8 p.m. it's my favorite, the new season of Out of Left Field, featuring former Major Leaguer Russ Kanzler coaching a bunch of Little Leaguers over the summer. And remember, you can watch all your favorites online anytime at ssptv.com. Coming up next, our final Funfest preview. And in sports, the story of the first annual Patriot Bowl between the Freeland Chiefs and Freeland Whippets youth football organizations.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
It is finally here. Funfest Weekend 2016. Community Superheroes is the theme, and the events take place tomorrow and Sunday. Julie Ferry is all ready to go. She is the public relations coordinator for Funfest. You have a lot of great entertainment and activities lined up, so let's start with the entertainment.
Absolutely, Lisa. It's going to be a great year this year. We've got some great entertainment lined up. Starting with Saturday, we've got a fabulous group called the British Invasion Experience. As you might imagine, they do some great Beatles music. Our very own Gary Danish, who hosts his own radio show, will be introducing them for us. So come out on Saturday to hear them. They'll be playing from 5 to 7.
All righty. And then on Sunday, a really popular band is playing as well.
Absolutely. Anyone who loves local music and loves some great 80s hair music, maybe you, Lisa? I don't know. We've got the Monsters of Rock. They'll be playing on our main stage on Sunday.
Of course, the big highlight of the Funfest celebration each and every year is the parade on Sunday. What time will it be kicking off?
Absolutely. The parade on Sunday starts as usual in West Hazleton at 2:30. Usually gets downtown around 3 o'clock.
And we got to see some of the usual favorites participating.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, our good friends at Service Electric are sponsoring our balloons again this year. So keep on the lookout for some great balloons this year.
Alrighty. And I know they have a great stand right by us each and every year with popcorn and all kinds of goodies, a prize wheel. And our booth outside is going to have the Rail Riders. So you're going to want to come down and see some of the players. On a more serious note, the Funfest celebration falls over the weekend of September 11th. So there is going to be a community interfaith service, and you're going to recognize 9/11 as well.
Absolutely. Our community interfaith service this year, we will have a portion of that service recognizing our local superheroes, our first responders. Anyone who's available is certainly welcome to come join us for that on Sunday morning. So it's our own way of of remembering. It's hard to believe it's been 15 years already. So please, if you're available, please do come to that and do your part to remember, to see that no one is forgotten. It was a very significant event in our history. Unfortunately, it's something that we don't like to think about, but it's definitely something that does need to be remembered, something that we're doing our part to keep in everyone's hearts, and to remember those who are still here and do their part every day to make sure that we're safe.
Absolutely. That's taking place Sunday at 10:30. And where's it at?
It's right on our main stage located on the corner of Broad and Wyoming.
All right. For the entire list of all the events, and there are so many, there's also the booths. We can't forget the booths, all the nonprofit organizations. That's why Funfest was created.
Absolutely. Our nonprofit organizations are all set up on the street. This is their chance to raise money for their organizations, to tell you a little bit about what they're here for, what they do all year long to support our community. So please come out and support them. And of course, none of this would exist without the help and support of our sponsors, whether they're in kind or whether they give us monetary donations. So please come out and support and thank them as well.
And the website?
It's funfestpa.org.
All right, there you go for your complete list of entertainment. Better yet, just come on down on all day Saturday and Sunday and don't miss a thing. Have a great weekend. It's all Funfest 2016.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Looking ahead to Funfest weekend, it looks pretty good right now. Might see some rain on Saturday. Let's check out our local forecast now from the National Weather Service. Tonight we have a 40% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 69 for Friday night football. Saturday, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, but partly sunny with a high near 83 degrees. Saturday night up to a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy skies, low of 63 degrees. Sunday looks nice for Funfest, mostly sunny with a high near 74. That's parade day. Sunday night, mostly clear with a low around 50 degrees. Monday, sunny with a high in the mid 70s. Monday night, mostly clear, low of 54. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 78. And then Tuesday night, partly cloudy. Our low will be 60 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazelton. Treat yourself today.
Let's talk lottery. Here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Pick 2, 0, 4, pick 3, 0, 7, 4, pick 4, 6, 0, 0, 4, and pick 5, 0, 4, 4, 4, 1. When we come back, we'll get you excited about football with our Football Friday feature. Then we'll get you ready for football with our Football Friday schedule. And then Ron Marchetti's here, and that's when the party really begins. We'll be right back.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
I'll never forget 2 weekends after September 11, 2001. At the first Penn State football home game after the attacks, the stadium chanted, "We are USA," instead of Penn State. Still get chills thinking about it. Sports played an important role in the aftermath of 9/11. Just think about George W. Bush throwing a perfect strike while throwing out the first pitch at one of those baseball games in New York. And this weekend, the Valley Chiefs and the Freeland Youth Football organizations will hold the Patriot Bowl on September 11th, 2016. Here's what it's all about. Not one player on this field was alive when America was attacked on September 11th, 2001. The players learn about the day from their families, from their teachers, and from their coaches.
I actually watched the towers fall from Keyport, New Jersey. Actually, Union Beach, New Jersey. I was down at the bay at the time. We heard it on the news. I was working in construction at the time, and we all went down to the beachfront, and we watched the towers fall. It was a terrible experience for us. I mean, my family, I had family that worked in the city close by. Devastating for friends, family that worked in the city. We lost friends that were in the towers at the time. Friends of mine went to the city to help out. I went to the city, dig rubble. I was there for about 2 weeks at the time, so it hit me personally.
Well, I was born and raised here in Sugarloaf, Pennsylvania. I lived for 10 years in upstate New York. So I was a New Yorker when September 11th happened, and it still brings a lot of emotions out for me and my wife and my family. And while our nation continues to heal, I think it's always going to be something that hits home with with all of our Americans.
Earlier this week, the coaches gathered the players not to talk about X's and O's, but to explain what this weekend's Patriot Bowl is all about.
We sat the kids down and we kind of explained to them that, 15 years ago something, really bad happened, and that even though none of our participants were born yet, we still recognize that event on a yearly basis and throughout the year even. And we just went on to say how, innocent victims died tragically at the hands of terrorists. And as a result, many soldiers, men and women, had to go overseas and fight battles to help protect our country and, keep the freedoms that they enjoy active and keep our children safe.
Before each game kicks off in the Patriot Bowl, a special guest will sing the national anthem, and before the second game of the day, around noon, local first responders and military personnel will be honored. The Freeland Whippets Youth Football League and the Valley Chiefs Youth Football League will also make a donation to the Cunningham VFW and the Sugarloaf Police and Fire Departments. As for the players, the winning team at each level will receive a trophy, the Patriot Cup. Win or lose, these kids who weren't alive for the terrible events of 9/11 will remember that they were part of a great day 15 years later, honoring the victims and thanking those that served their country and their community.
I thought it was awesome that we were, giving a tribute to 9/11 because the horrors that happened on that day.
When they came to you about the game, what did they specifically sit down and talk to you guys about earlier this week?
They talked about how we were playing, and we were pretty much playing for all the volunteers that went into the building and helped, and playing for the people that died. It's pretty exciting playing for those people that served.
A-team assistant coach Jerry Summers remembers feeling a need to help after watching the towers fall. It was a similar feeling that motivated him to become a Marine earlier in his life. Hopefully this next generation doesn't have to live through a day like September 11, 2001. But there is a hope that this generation will feel like Americans in the aftermath of the terrible events of September 11th, that they will be inspired to work together and help others. Feel free to stop by LaRock's Field on East County Road in Sugarloaf between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. this Sunday for the games. And we'll have more on the Patriot Bowl on an upcoming Out of Left Field. Let's get you ready now for week 3 of high school football. Here's our schedule. I'll be in Fountain Springs for the big Marion and North Schuylkill game. You'll see some of the highlights during Dave Day next week. And remember, we'll go over the results from these games and unveil our latest high school football Coal Scale rankings on Monday. Tamaqua FYI looks to stay unbeaten on the road at Schuylkill Haven tonight. To the FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard now in boys soccer, Blue Mountain blanked Tamaqua. Brady Antolik was 1 over par in Hazleton area's golf win over Pittston area. Penn State Hazleton, they finished 5th at a Penn State University Athletic Conference event with 7 other teams. In girls volleyball, Marion, they won again, and MMI, they lost a close one to Dallas. In girls tennis, Jim Thorpe beat Tamaqua. The Rail Riders have not lost a game in September. Let's hope that continues in the playoffs, huh? Well, that's the best assist I can give Ron Marchetti. Here he is with Short Shots.
What a difference a week makes. Hi, everybody. On the September 9th Funfest weekend, Hazleton area played well last Friday night at Harmon Geist Memorial Field. In fact, the Cougars came within 1 yard of going up 22-0, but a fumble on the Wyoming Valley West 1 yard line and later a missed first down by inches proved to make the difference in the result, turning a win into a loss. Hazleton area led at intermission 15-6, but the Spartans scored the game's final 33 points to win 33-15. Adrian Otero of the Cougars rushed for his career best 190 yards and 24 carries. So the Cougars are now 0-2. Marion Catholic lost a hard-fought football game to Jim Thorpe, 21-16. On the road, the Colts are 1-1. Other scores of local interest. North Schuylkill shut out Steelton High Spire 14-0. Tamaqua monopolized Mauna area 35-7. Future Cougar opponents, Dallas lost to Berwick 42-0. Delaware Valley volatiles Valley View 33-6. Scranton hammered Honesdale 43-6. Williamsburg Mall, Mifflin County 61-24. And Crestwood lost to Wyoming area 27-7. Last Friday night there were 203 high school football games listed in Saturday's paper, which I read thoroughly. 203 scores, every game in the state, all except one. Bethlehem, Freeland, Island, and Allentown, Allen 48-0. Hickory massacred Mercer 70-0. And even Ridgway Johnsonburg pulverized Port Allegheny 50-0. However, as my wife says on occasion after watching my trivia treat segments on Mondays, who cares? But then I always reply, you could say who cares about anything. But I did care about the Berwick score. It was not in, mother of God. Anyway, Hazelton is at Williamsport tonight with no TV or radio, and Marion is at North Schuylkill. 2 tough assignments. What else? Penn State East passed Kent State 33-13 in Happy Valley. Notre Dame lost to Texas at Austin in double overtime, 50-47 in a tremendous college opener. Houston upset Oklahoma, and Wisconsin did the same to LSU. But the biggest surprise last weekend took place in Philadelphia, where Army defeated Temple 28-13. Funfest is tomorrow and Sunday, with the quarterback club will be stationed in their usual place on Wyoming and Broad, and I'll be there on Sunday, only selling T-shirts, some for as low as $2. Also, the NFL opens on Sunday, and I'm closing right now. Make it a good one until Monday. Be a good sport and stay loose.
Celebrate your Friday at Bottlenecks with $4 shareable appetizers from 6 to 8 p.m. Plus, there's some great live music every other Friday featuring Dom and Mr. Sax.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, Hazelton Public Transit is announcing that due to Funfest activities, Saturday, September 10th, routes 40, 50, 60, 80, and 10 will use Vine Street to Diamond Avenue, and Route 20 will use Chestnut Street to Poplar Street to Broad Street. Also, there will be no bus service Sunday, September 11th. For more information, please call 570-459-5414. Our next announcement, Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazelton will be offering a safe sitter class to boys and girls ages 11 through 14 on Saturday, September 24th from 8 a.m. to 1:30 at the Health and Wellness Center. This one-day comprehensive program teaches young teens how to handle emergencies when caring for younger children. Enrollment is limited, so please call 570-501-4846. Next announcement, the Greater Hazelton Historical Society will be holding a 15th anniversary 9/11 memorial dedication on Saturday, September 10th at 11 a.m. The ceremony will be dedicating a piece of the World Trade Center rubble. For more information, please call 570-455-8576. And finally, the Hazelton Fire Department's annual 9/11 Remembrance Prayer Service will be held Saturday, September 10th at 7 p.m. at Holy Rosary Church. All are welcome to attend. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Angeline Baronio DePaulo, formerly of Hazelton. Mass is Monday at 9:30 a.m. in the Queen of Heaven Parish at Our Lady of Grace Church. There will be no public viewing. The Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. And Sharon Can Lukash of Hazelton. Funeral is Monday at 10:15 a.m. from the Boyle Funeral Home. Friends may call Monday from 8:30 to 10:15 a.m. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Martin Budda of Freeland. Martin, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Adopt Me from the Hazelton Animal Shelter will return next week on FYI. And remember, noon on Sunday, 109 West Broad Street in front of our studio. Russ Kanzer will be here from the Rail Riders, plus Joe Pecora, amazing local photographer and artists are going to want to get in on his photo positive event. We'll see you on Sunday. Take it easy, everyone.
Foot pain plagued me for years. I couldn't play the game I love most. I saw 9 different doctors and no one could help me, but I never gave up hope. I found Dr. Brigido from Coordinated Health. Like me, he never gives up. Now 9 months after surgery, I'm back on the field, thanks to the team I trust at Coordinated Health.